Listen up, it's sports for love and God 5. Drop a hot take, make them viewers come alive. In this game, gotta thrive, no 9 to 5. Hit that like button.
Tonight, for the first time ever, we will have a World Series ring ceremony for a Dodger team that is celebrating back-to-back World Championships. Some players will be receiving their first World Series ring, but there are also veteran players who've been looking forward to this moment for a long time. We'll also have some players that are getting close to filling up their hand with rings. Everyone receiving a ring tonight will become part of the Dodger championship legacy shared with Dodger legends. It's time for the 2025 World Series MVP, number 18, Yoshinobu Yamamoto!
I think everyone here wants to see a left-handed pitcher who's been warming up and needs one more relief appearance.
The team would now like to present Clayton with his 2025 World Series ring. Congratulations, Kurt, and to the entire 2025 World Champion Dodgers.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
An embarrassment of riches for the Dodgers starter. Emmett comes out of spring training making this rotation. Fastball is elite as far as the swing and miss and average against it. He got more swing and miss last year. That's how he gets the lefties out up, but he can also pitch down with that fastball.
2-2 on Marte, leading off for Arizona. Yeah, and watches one flutter in for strike 3. That was the changeup.
That's some good action, and of course the change of speeds.
She, in 26 years of age, 2 years removed from Tommy John surgery now. He's just 1 year removed from simply throwing bullpens this time of year. Now he's got it, second game of the year, and he's also got something he's never had, and that is the pressure that comes with having performed and now really having true expectations. He's lived up to them through 2 hitters with 2 strikeouts.
We saw the changeup for the strikeout, now the high heater for the strikeout. Last year they hit 146 off his changeup, and this heater has that same kind of ratio, especially when you swing at it neck high.
Well, Geraldo Perdomo steps in and had a big arm around the shoulder of the plate umpire Corey Blazer, and it wasn't that long ago when these two made all the headlines when Blazer missed a strike 3 call in that WBC game that cost the Dominican team its survival in that tournament, and all's fair now, and Perdomo, I thought, handled it great. But it's interesting that so soon after that moment these two are reunited here in LA.
Another changeup, and Will Smith's going to challenge the first challenge in Dodger history right here.
Strike the catcher's challenger.
ABS powered by T-Mobile shows us strike 3. There's a little bit of history for you. 1 for 1.
So Emmett Sheehan strikes out the side.
Right-hander Ryan Nelson, who after a 3-year apprenticeship, now 28 years old, and Candy on the cusp of becoming the ace of the staff.
He really is. I mean, he's a winner.
Shohei on opening day singled, walked, came in to score.
1-2 now. Tried the slider and dropped it in.
What a pitch that one was. Not where he was really trying to throw it. He tried to get this a little more inside, but it didn't matter. He had Ohtani so fooled that ball just got over the plate and punched him out.
Tucker had a double in his Dodger debut, also had a walk.
Oh.
He did it again. There's that slider for the 3rd strike, and he rings up Ohtani and Tucker with that breaking ball.
He just buckled him. He had no answer for that slider.
Sheehan needs one more out to get out of this mess. The batter is going to be Alec Thomas. 0 for 3 last night. 2 outs. Moreno is at second, and Pavin Smith's at first.
Sometimes to beat this Dodger team, you really need to get those clutch hits, those key hits. This is one of those situations.
And Alec pokes it down the line, and the time is right. It's in the corner. Moreno is home. They're going to wave Pavin Smith. Here's the throw. Pavin is out of there.
He is out. go Tucker to Freeland to Smith, and the other Smith is tagged out at the plate, but Arizona does get one.
Second time through the order now. See if the D-backs can make a little bit more of an adjustment. Seems like they're starting to get to him after that first inning.
Marte slams it to right field. Ketel Marte has left the yard. And that's Marte's first hit this season. It's 2-0 Diamondbacks.
107 miles an hour off the bat. That ball was just tanked.
I have that as smoked.
Yes. Oh, his eyes lit up halfway to the plate, and he just crushed it.
He's the heart and soul. And Jerry gets on one and drives it fair down the line in right. Rattles around down there for Tucker, and Perdomo chugs into second with a 2-out double.
Top of the zone fastball, and he jumped all over this one too.
Rolls behind Will Smith, and Jerry gets third. There's the changeup that sailed on Sheehan, and if he loses that pitch, he's really going to be in a world of hurt.
Pop up. Playable. Freeman ends the third. Almost lost his footing right there. So Alex Freeland, who wins the left-handed portion of this second base platoon with Tommy Edman out to open the season. On a 2-2, Freeland drives the ball in the air to right field, and the first hit will be a home run.
It is gone halfway up the pavilion for Alex Freeland. A solo home run cuts the Dodger deficit in half.
Sunflower seeds have never felt so good. Homer, walk. And Nelson showing some cracks here in the third. Tony at second, Tucker at first.
First thing I notice about Mookie is how strong he looks from the waist down. He's cut down there now. Those legs were not that big last year after when he got sick.
And then really was chasing his tail all year, trying to make up for the weight that he lost. Put the weight back on, but he had developed some bad habits in the process. Smokes this ball, right center. Thomas on the run, to the track, to the wall. Goodbye! Mookie Betts the other way. Dodgers in front.
Increased strength from last year, increased bat speed from last year, and now showing off oppo power in game 2. That's where all the hard work came out in that rounding the bases.
83rd pitch of the night here for Emmett Sheehan, and Santana reaches for it, rips it down the right field line. Fair ball. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Pavin, who's already been thrown out at home once, is going to be held at third. And Santana is in his second with a 1-out double.
That'll spell the end of the night for Emmett Sheehan. Struck out the side in the first inning, but then a lot of traffic after that.
Well, here's the left arm of Jack Dreyer on to face Alec Thomas with tying runs in scoring position. Alec Thomas comes through again. It's into right field. This will tie the ball game. Pavin's home. Santana jogs in. Alec Thomas heads for third. He's out of there. Overslid the bag, but Alec drives in 2, and it's tied at 4.
He was in there, but unfortunately he slid past the bag.
Well, you've got a club here with a veteran James McCann, but it's Gabriel Moreno, who Mike Hazen said this spring, he's the everyday guy.
Got to keep him healthy.
And Gabby's got another hit. He's 2 for 3. It's into left field, a leadoff single.
It looked to me like this fastball got by him, but quick hit, quick hands, and a very, very short swing.
There goes Moreno with the payoff that misses. Ball 4. Go ahead, run into scoring position. Glance over to the dugout from Kasperius to see is Dave Roberts going to make that change, and he will, with the lefty and Thomas coming up. He's making a statement. He's never hit left-handers very well, and he gets another chance to do so here.
Thomas strikes out swinging. Ate him up and in with a fastball at 96. Tanner Scott does the job. Strands a pair and keeps things tied.
And so to be up to Perdomo here, and the Diamondbacks like the sound of that. Perdomo's been one of the best clutch hitters in the league.
If there's a guy in the lineup you don't want to beat you, this is the guy.
Go ahead, run at second. 2 out in the 7th. Another 0-2 is flexed up the middle, right at Freeland.
As Vesia strands a runner and keeps it tied.
That's a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Thompson. He made that look easy.
They go down quietly. Thompson with a 1-2-3 7th on 7 pitches.
And after 7, it's the Dodgers 4 and the Diamondbacks 4.
The young switch hitter in Freeland is 1 for 2 with a home run tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Freeland sends one to right center field. This one is going to get down. Bounces off the warning track and off the top of the wall. Alex Freeland standing up at second with a leadoff double.
There's obviously a huge run.
By now, I know what you're thinking. Kind of expecting him to do something crazy, aren't you?
Yeah, like ground out to second, move the runner over. Come on, situational hitting.
Bouncing ball, and that'll move him up. It wasn't spectacular, but it's what the situation called for. The go-ahead run is 90 feet away, so Tony moves him up.
Team at bat, and he'll get handshakes like he hit a home run.
Talk about the on-base, talk about the pop for Kyle Tucker. When he's been healthy, he's been a great RBI guy. Led the majors in runs batted in 2023. Knocked in his first as a Dodger last night. And he's given him the lead. Kyle Tucker, second game with the Dodgers. Go-ahead hit in the 8th.
You can sign all the talent in the world to a baseball team, but if they don't do the little things, they don't play detailed winning baseball, the talent won't succeed. And then they have a very talented reliever to close in the pen.
All right, so here we go. Edwin Diaz. Dodgers are their first clear-cut closer since Kenley Jansen was here. That's 5 years ago. Now they've got one of the game's best. 1-2, and a strikeout to open Edwin Diaz time in Dodger blue. That was the slider.
Struck out almost 40% of the batters he faced last year.
Dodger Stadium trying to will Diaz onto this 3-2, but it's ball 4 outside. A slider puts the tying run on with 1 out in the 9th.
There he goes from first. Throw from Will Smith is not in time. Tying run into scoring position.
Thomas had an outstanding jump. Will Smith had no shot at him.
His 1-2 pitch is right down the middle for strike 3.
Convince him what's coming and throw the opposite.
It'll be up to Ketel Marte. 2 for 4 with a home run. The all-star second baseman, 32-year-old from Puerto Rico, Edwin Diaz. And a pitch around the walk here in his Dodger debut. The 1-1. Bouncer past him. Betts. Ball game. A night for the new guys. Kyle Tucker knocks in the winning run. Edwin Diaz gets his first save. They get out hit by double, 8-4 in the hit column, but a couple home runs and then the timely hitting of Kyle Tucker and a 5-4 win and a 2-0 start.
Hit that like button, got us